AI content is becoming an ocean. Text, music, images, videos, voices, worlds, an ocean. But if the law says this ocean has no authors, while still holding humans responsible for what they release, then what are we really creating? Freedom? Or an ocean of unrecognized human intention? Because maybe the problem is not that AI creates too much. Maybe the problem is that the ocean grows and the human well disappears. AI did it, not you. Every AI creator has heard that sentence. Maybe you made a song, an image, a video, a story, something small, but yours. And someone looked at it and said, "You did nothing. AI made it." But wait, if AI made it by itself, why did it not make it before you? Why this idea? Why this direction? Why this version? Why this moment? The tool was there, the button was there, the model was there. But without your intention, nothing happened. And here is where it hurts. You gave the idea. You chose the direction. You searched for the feeling. You rejected the weak versions. You kept the strong one. You accepted the risk. You published it under your name. You will be criticized if it fails. You will be blamed if it causes harm. But if it has value, suddenly they say, it is not yours. AI did it. So which one is it? Am I real when there is blame, but invisible when there is value? A photographer does not create the light. The camera captures the image. But we still know the photographer chose the moment, the frame, the angle, the distance, the meaning. A director does not act every role. A director does not hold every camera. But we still talk about a director's vision. An architect does not place every brick. But without the architect, the building has no shape. So why, when AI enters the process, do we suddenly pretend the human disappeared? In the AI era, raw material can be generated by a machine. Text, sound, image, video, voice. But value does not automatically come from the machine. Value appears when someone turns output into meaning, into an experience, into a song, into a video, into an image, into a story, into a format, into a product, into a community, into a cultural object. AI can generate material, but the human decides why this material should exist, what it should mean, who it should reach, where it should be placed, when it should be accepted, and why this exact result has value. Maybe future law should not ask only, how much of this did the human manually make? Maybe it should also ask, what human intention turned machine output into value? Because authorship is not only the hand touching the surface. Sometimes authorship is the reason something exists. Sometimes it is the direction, the taste, the choice, the final yes. The moment when a person looks at one result among many and says, this is it. This is the one I accept. This is the one I send into the world. And this is bigger than copyright. AI gave a voice to people who used to be invisible. People without studios, without labels, without big teams, without permission, without a door opened for them. Yesterday they were silent. Today they can make a song, a picture, a video, a world. And right when they begin to speak, someone tells them, no, that voice is not yours. The machine did it. No! We are not asking to erase AI. AI matters. AI helped. AI changed the process. But the human must not disappear behind the tool. If my responsibility is real, my intention is real. And if my intention is real, you cannot erase me from the work. You cannot bring the human back when there is blame, and delete the human when there is value. The blame cannot be human, while the value belongs to no one. So here is the question. Can the law recognize the human as responsible, but refuse to recognize the human as a source of value? If an AI output causes harm, the human is responsible. If it breaks a rule, the human is responsible. If it is published, the human stands behind it. But if that same output becomes a song, an image, a video, a story, a format, a community, a cultural object, then suddenly AI did it, not you. That is not the future of creativity. That is the erasure of human intention. This petition is not against AI, but is against erasing the human from the AI era. If you believe human intention, direction, choice, risk, and responsibility must be recognized as part of authorship in the AI era, sign the petition. Not from me, for every person who has ever heard. AI did it, not you, and knew that was not the whole truth. AI can generate output, but the human gives the reason that output should exist.